Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
21-0 our score after 1.
Score Packers 21. Seahawks nothing.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taylor now returning it. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Bang out, bam, bam. 27, Mike 27. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On second down, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Wilson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Packers 28, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a game.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And Crosby can't get it to come back. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets a made. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
49-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
3 bud. 3 bud. 53.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 1.
From the gun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now, these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Packers 28, Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Green Bay.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check through, check through. Check.
Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Alert.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. On the return, it's Taylor. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Rodgers.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and going deep for Hill. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Alert. 53, check 53.
Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line. Down at the 2. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Packers 28, Seahawks 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for
this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
16 yards.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 31-yard line.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Slam. Hey, kick 26. Yo.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
To Devontae Adams.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Complete to
First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
First down, Green Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Quick throw out left. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Packers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. No.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and